Hello children, in this video we'll discuss the remaining question and answers for the lesson Algorithm and Flowcharts. The second question, we have to compare two numbers. For comparing two numbers, how many variables required? We require only two variables. As usual, the first step is begin, the last step is end. We require two variables, both are in the numeric data type, numeric num1, num2. After that, we have to give the input value for the first number, input value for the second number. Then we have to check both the numbers are equal or not. So we are using if keyword. After the if keyword, we have to write the condition. Remember, after the if keyword, we have to write the condition. What is the condition? Num1 equal to num2. For example, 5 equal to 6. Is it true? No. If it is false, the else part will work. If it is true, this first part will work. So, true means first part. If it is false means else block will work. So, after that, for example, if you are taking 3 and 6. Number 1 is 3, number 2 is 6. Both are equal? No. What will be the display? It displays the number not equal. So, that is the output. Then we have to write end. Answer the following. Define flowchart. Flowchart is the graphical representation of the logic or algorithm. Explain the following terms. Variables. Variable is a named memory location which hold data value of a particular data type. What is a constant? Constant is a value that cannot altered by the program during normal execution. In simple word, we can say constant is a fixed value. Pseudocode. It is an algorithm which is written in simple language. It is easy to understand. What is an algorithm? Writing steps in sequence to solve a problem is known as logic or algorithm. Write down the characteristics of an algorithm. An algorithm has the following characteristics. Finiteness. An algorithm must terminate after a finite number of steps. Precision. Each step of an algorithm must be defined precisely. Input. An algorithm receives finite number of inputs. Output. An algorithm has one or more output. Effectiveness. Each of the operations must be effective. The difference between the pseudocode and the flowchart. Pseudocode. It has no standard for writing the pseudocode. The flowchart contains standard symbols to represent different computer operations like input, output, process. Pseudocode is more frequently used. Flowchart is less frequently used. Pseudocode is easier to modify. Flowchart is difficult to modify. Pseudocode is not a graphical representation of solution, but flowchart is a graphical representation of solution. Symbols used in the flowchart. First symbol, it is used to indicate the input. Second symbol, that is rectangle, it indicates the processing of the input. The third symbol, that is output. After processing, the result will be displayed. Then diamond shape, that is used for taking the decision, choice to be made between two options. The next symbol is, the lines are there, that is flow lines, used to show the direction. These lines end with an arrow hand. Terminator. It indicates either the start or end. It indicates either the start or end. The next one, circle, that is the connector. When a flowchart does not fit into one page, that time we want to show the connectivity between the two pages with the help of this connector. Write an algorithm. First question is, we have to accept the marks of 4 subjects and we have to find the average. If the average is less than 40 means we have to display it as fail. Otherwise, we have to display pass. Let us see how we can write the algorithm. What is the first step? Always remember start and stop. Then we have to give 4 subject marks. So, mark 1, mark 2, mark 3, mark 4. All these 4 subjects are input. After that, we have to find the average. Average equal to this, or we have to add all the numbers divided by 4. Then we will get the answer for average. Then we have to write the if condition. If, after that if, what do we have to do? We have to write the condition. If the average is less than 50 means, then the display is fail. The display is fail. Else the display is pass. We use the if statement, so we have to write end if. Let us move on to the second question. We have to write an algorithm that reads 2 values and determines the largest value. That is, we have to compare 2 numbers. We have to predict which one is the largest number. So, as usual, start, stop, we require 2 variables. So, int value 1, value 2, that is input. We require 2 values. After giving the input, we have to use the if condition. If value greater than value 2. If it is true, this part will work. If it is true, what will happen? If the condition is true, this first part will work. If the condition is false, this else part will work. That is, value greater than value 2, that is the condition. If the condition is true, maximum equal to value 1, that is first value is the largest value. If the condition is false, if this condition is false, which one is the maximum value? Second number is the maximum value. Then we have to close the if statement. Then we have to write the display. The largest value is so and so. For example, if you are specifying value 1 is 5, value 2 is 8, what will happen? It will compare. Is it true? 5 greater than 8? No, it is false. So, what will happen? Maximum equal to value 2. What is that value 2? 8. So, what will be the display? Display the largest value is 8. Then we have to write stop.